You're not ready. You're not ready.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 46.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
3 down, 3 down. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Gordon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
55, Mike, guy, 55. Mike 55, Mike 55. Get ready.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 23. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's what.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting the us inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Barely got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there by Gordon, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Here we go. Plan. Switch. Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Jamar Steppen on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You got tight.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Cook, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cousins gives way to Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
On third down, Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joey Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Cousins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third and long for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. Now Cousins on fourth down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down, Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. My 40. My 40. You can't block.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Cook following the penalty. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 41, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular
blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. from the gun. Here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Minnesota.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Cook, and he loses the football a 2nd time, and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Undercrush, undercrush.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10.
They go play action with Taylor. Going deep here for Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And some room to roam now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Let's get it. Back.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 35 on second down. Taylor looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch out.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Rush in.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
You got it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2, now Taylor. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Everson Griffin racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Check it back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's crashing.
On the ground with Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. free play now for Taylor. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out